Alright, let's dive into something that's been dominating headlines recently: the devastating wildfires in Spain and the broader implications of what's happening. Here's the thing, when you see thousands of people being evacuated, then allowed to return home, it feels like a small victory, right? But personally, I think there's a much bigger story here that's getting overlooked. Yes, 24,000 people in the Madrid region are back in their homes, and that's great, but what's really striking is the context. This is the fourth heatwave Spain has faced this summer alone. Fourth. Let that sink in. What this really suggests is that these aren't just isolated incidents, they are part of a larger, alarming trend tied to climate change. Now, let's zoom out for a second. Spain isn't alone in this. France is battling its own fires, with officials in the Gironde region calling the situation stabilized, but still warning of dry winds and temperatures hitting 41 degrees Celsius. Here's where it gets even more interesting. The fire service in France has had to deploy special measures to protect defense and aerospace sites that handle hazardous materials. Think about that, wildfires are now threatening critical infrastructure. In my opinion, this is a wake-up call about how vulnerable our systems are to extreme weather. But let's circle back to Spain for a moment. The Burgohondo fire, just 150 kilometers west of Madrid, has already ravaged over 43,000 hectares, making it the largest wildfire in Spanish history. What many people don't realize is that this isn't just about land, it's about livelihoods. The mayor of Chapineria said it perfectly: many residents have lost their homes and jobs. Getting back on track is going to be an arduous task. This isn't just a natural disaster, it's an economic and social crisis in the making. And here's the part that really gets me: this isn't happening in a vacuum. Europe is warming twice as fast as the global average, according to the Copernicus Climate Change Service. That's not just a statistic, it's a reality that's driving more intense heat waves, droughts, and wildfires. If you take a step back and think about it, what's happening in Spain and France is a preview of what other regions might face if global temperatures keep rising. One detail I find fascinating is how communities are responding. In Talavera de la Reina, volunteers stepped up to care for 2,000 evacuees from the Tirta Valley. That kind of solidarity is inspiring, but it also raises a deeper question: how sustainable is this in the long term? As these events become more frequent, can we rely on volunteer efforts alone? Now, let's talk about the human cost. While no fatalities have been reported in the Madrid and Castellón fires, a woman who was badly burned in the Los Gallardos fire in Almeria has died. And let's not forget the 14 people who lost their lives in those same fires, including nationals from the UK, Belgium, the US, France, and Spain. This isn't just a local issue, it's a global one. What makes this really interesting is how it connects to broader trends. Wildfires aren't just raging in Spain and France, they are breaking out in Portugal, Greece, and beyond. This isn't a coincidence, it's a pattern. And in my opinion, it's a pattern we can't afford to ignore. So, here's my closing thought. As we watch these headlines come and go, it's easy to feel like this is just another news cycle. But if you ask me, this is a moment to pause and ask ourselves: are we doing enough to address the root causes of these disasters? Or are we just reacting to them after the fact? Personally, I think the answer to that question will define our future. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.